Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Rita's Book Club. This week I'm telling you all about The Graham Effect by Elle Kennedy. This is the first book of the Campus Diaries series and it starts by following Gigi Graham's own love story. She's one of Anna and Garrett's child from the Deal book, and I was very excited to see how these characters were now that they were older. Gigi Graham has exactly 3 goals in life: qualify for the women's national hockey team, win Olympic gold, and step out of her famous father's shadow. So far, so good, except for 2 little things, or rather, little thing and the big grumpy thing. She needs to improve her game behind the net, and she needs help from Luke Ryder. Ryder is 6'5", built, opinionated, rude, and sexy as hell, but he's still the enemy. Briar's new hockey co-captain has his reasons, though. The men's team just merged with a rival program, leaving Ryder with an angry rooster where everyone hates one another's guts. To make matters worse, the summer coaching spot he's angling for with the legendary Garrett Graham is out of reach after he makes the worst possible first impression on his hero. So really, this compromise with Gigi is win-win. He helps her make the national team. She puts in a good word with her dad. The only potential snag, this bone-deep, body-numbing, mind-spinning chemistry Dred's trying to ignore. It's a dangerous game they're playing, but the risks just might be worth it. I fell in love with this book when Gigi and Ryder's relationship. I was hooked after a few chapters and I loved the banter between them, but also the tension and chemistry. There were a lot of funny moments too, especially with interactions with other characters, which made the book feel very light, even though there were some dark subjects. Now, in terms of the 2 main characters, I got to mention Gigi first. I was surprised by her personality and how, even though she inherited her father's love and talent for hockey, she wasn't her father. She was very quirky, but with her love for butterflies and that podcast about nature she listened to, but she was also so feisty. She wasn't afraid to call out the people around her, especially Luke. But I also loved how there was a place for her to grow and not be sorry for getting what she wanted or telling others how she felt. It was very nice to surprise that she was very down to earth, even though she was born and raised with privilege. And now Ryder, what a man. Way to set unrealistic expectations about men. At the beginning, he comes off as a grumpy hockey player that seems a little full of himself, but in the end realized he is just very tight-lipped due to his own past. It takes a while until we get his whole background story, but after we learn it, I just wanted to protect the hell out of him, and I was so happy that he finally found a family with the Grahams. And he was also super protective of his friends and of Gigi, and so supportive of her dreams. Their romance was super cute and funny, as I mentioned before. I really enjoyed their whole banter and dynamic because both were pushing the other to be better versions of themselves. And then it was the little things that made their relationship so pure, like Ryder just giving her random flowers he stole to celebrate random days of the year, or Gigi just saying the most random things to get Luke to talk, or even smile and laugh. They work really well together, and what I really loved in the other series was the energy and friendships that the hockey players had. And in this book, we still get that energy of the previous series. I really loved how chaotic they all were, or even how protective and supportive they were of Ryder when they found out about this past story. And it was just so sweet and charming to see all these older characters interact once again in the book. It was so lovely to see it again, and especially to see Anna and Garrett as parents, and to feel the love they shared with each other after all those years. But a scene that completely stole the show for me was the one with Gigi and Uncles Dean and Logan. I died laughing with a whole box of condoms thing and Dean's advice. I'm hoping they make few more appearances in the future and we get more books with the other kids. I'm very excited for the next book of this series called The Dixon Rule, which will follow Diana and Shane's story. I'm very feeling the enemies to lovers energy from their interactions in this one, so I'm very excited. As well as if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at ritasbookclub for more content. Thanks for watching and see you next week. Happy readings.